Okay, today is February the 21st, 2016. We're watching the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we're watching a very large hurricane force storm move towards the west coast. Uh, there's a lot of high pressure that's been installed up and down the entire west coast. We're going to look at that here in just a second. Um, and that high pressure has been generated to block this. We have a very large system there. So that's been engineered to block all of this weather. And plus, we have a couple of other low pressures up here in the Gulf of Alaska that are still spinning. And here is the infrared loop. We can see the size of that system. A lot of moisture there. We saw some chemtrails today, sporadic chemtrails because of the residual moisture moving through the area. Right now, at almost 9 o'clock, we have 54 degrees for the temperature. We have 41% relative humidity. The dew point is 31 degrees, and we have a barometric pressure of 30.00. All right, let's take a look at the jet stream right now. We can see that we have a pretty strong flow right into California and Oregon as well, right? It's just a clean shot. We have that storm right out here. All right, here is the western U.S. water vapor loop, and there is high pressure indicated all through here, and that is going to keep this system well to the north. That's just going to deflect this system up north. So now we know the real reason for this. This is day 4 now of stationary high pressure offshore. Take a look at that here. We can see that high pressure is all up and down the entire west coast. And we will not see this on television tonight on the weather. They won't show us that. That is a very large system. Okay, here's the surface analysis map. And that system we're looking at is a 964 millibar hurricane force storm. And that is showing a northeast movement. And we can see the high pressure all through here. Very strong high pressure all up and down the entire west coast. And so that's going to block this system. All right, and we have another one out here, way out over here by Japan. It's a 965 millibar. And then we have this one up here by the Aleutian Islands. So there's quite a few low pressure systems working through the Pacific Ocean right now. Okay, here's the wave analysis map. And that hurricane force storm is generating 39-foot swells right in the core, right out here. So we're going to have some large surf in the next 3 days probably. Okay, let's take a look next at the, this is the water vapor loop, the SSEC geostationary map, and this is a good map for showing chemtrails. The chemtrails show up fairly well in this black and white map, and we do see some trails out here being laid as this moisture field moves towards the west coast, and we can see some chemtrails right out all through right here. Right in here, and they're running them vertically perpendicular to the flow. They get maximum efficiency that way. But take a look at this. This is just an enormous system. This is almost size, well, it's bigger than California. From here to here is easily 1,000 miles. California's about almost 1,000 miles long, I believe. But that is a very vigorous spinning storm, and we're not going to get any rain out of that. That's pretty amazing when they have the power to stop something like this just by pushing some buttons and installing some high pressure. And we got the planes out here. That's the hard part, spraying these chemicals out there. All right, let's take a look at the this is another surface pressure map showing this is the 4th day of stationary high pressure parked off of California, and we can see that's going to block this system. We've got a lot of strong high pressure all through this entire area right here, the East Pacific. And this is going to, this will act like a wall, and this system has nowhere to go but to the north and northeast. Okay, next is the 500 millibar. We can see that there's some high pressure now showing up on the 500 millibar chart as this thing moves in. And we've got the jet stream right here. The 300 millibar, same thing, pretty much a straight shot right into the west coast. And we've got some low pressure indicated down here. Okay, next is the MODIS today map. I have the northwest map showing today because there was on this photograph for the southwest there was no chemtrails showing up, even though we had some in the skies. But apparently that picture was taken I think it was early this morning. But up in the northwest, we can see that there are some chemtrails being laid out. We can determine by the color here. We have some real clouds right all through here. But right down here, all this dirty white stuff out here, this is all chemtrail mix that's been sprayed right over the top of this front, this moisture field right here. You can see the snow all up and down the High Sierra right there. And if we pan up further north, we can see a lot of chemtrail haze all over the tops of these natural clouds. Okay, so they're chemtrailing regardless. It doesn't matter if it's California or not. They're spraying these aerosols in order to diminish the the rainfall that would otherwise flood the areas out. We're getting a lot of rain up in Washington and Oregon and Northern California as well. And so these chemtrails are being laid out. We can see some of the haze right here and right here. That color gives it away. That dirty white color is the chemtrail mix. Okay, so that's pretty much the summary. There's really nothing left to report except that we've got this large hurricane force storm. We're going to keep an eye on that. And we'll go ahead and do another update tomorrow. Okay, that's it.